Generic greetings. What exactly is Forager? That's a question I've been asking myself for the past 3.5 hours, which incidentally is the amount of time I've got played on this game. And I've come to the conclusion that it's not possible for me to come up with a single sentence, succinct, pithy answer to that question and say exactly what this game is. It takes a lot of elements from so many things. You've got crafting, exploration, fighting, puzzles, building, automation, and overall a big clicker element actually. But either way, I've been enjoying it, as I said, for the past 3.5 hours, so I thought I would show you a bit of it. I've had a lot of requests to check it out anyway, and I'm so far glad I've done that. So basically, this is our character here. Oh, you've also got a bit of Binding of Isaac in there and such. Either way, this is our character, and their main purpose in life is to hit things with an axe or a hammer, or, well, basically whatever they've got in their hand, and then whatever they hit will turn into a resource, which you then craft into something else. And in order to go and hit stuff, you need to unlock different parts of the map, and it's all on these square islands where you can hit things. And you'll be, like I say, building and exploring and unlocking different islands. If we press escape, we can go over to Byland, and you can see we've got different biomes here. So we've got like the grass biome, we've got like desert over there, we've got oh, it looks like that one there is going to be quite cold. In fact, let's unlock that now. In fact, yes, it is. What a good guess. We've got the sort of undeady lands here, and then I have no idea what's down the bottom there because I haven't unlocked it yet. Either way, they all have something to find and something to do and something to explore. Let's just go up here actually, and we're going to see what I've just unlocked. You can see we've got like a lot of stuff around here that's sort of in need of gathering. So I'm just going to place a bomb and walk away because that's just quite easy. And there we go, we get a lot of resources, which we will put in our inventory. Oh, the radish is not happy about that. Or is it a beetroot? It's a beetroot. We're going to go over to building and then farming for whatever reason, and we're going to build a bridge right across here, and then we'll see what this person wants. So we have some sort of floating thing, and I can't see the head because it's got an exclamation mark there, or maybe that exclamation mark is the head. Anyway, so we will say, hi, how are you? So, are you a soldier? No, I am not. Shall I walk away? Challenge me and my brothers to a fight? I'd rather not. If you win, I'll give you a rare treasure. Okay, bring me 10 bones when you are ready. Well, I do have 10 bones, but I'm trying to save up said bones because I've got a quest elsewhere. And that's a crystal, so that's something I hadn't unlocked previously. Let's just go further down anyway. So, what am I currently working on at the moment? Well, I've got a skill point, so I'm going to put that in there somewhere. But I've also got a couple of quests on the go. If we go down to the left here, let me just whack that slime. We have a lot of these tombstones here, and when you kill them, there's a high chance that a skeleton will appear, although it didn't happen there. And once you get that, you can then kill said skeleton. There we go, to get the bones, and there's a person up top that's wanting some bones, specifically 100 of them, so we're going to try and gather that up. There's also a sort of weird temple-y thing on the right-hand side, which is requiring something that I don't think I have yet. There's like a shrine, I'll show you that in a moment. Speaking of shrines, there are there's these pillars around here, which I'm guessing you have to put certain resources on, like that. So, yeah. Oh, I'm also very, very hungry. On the top left, you can see we've got our health and our, like, stamina. I'm not a fan of the stamina thing. I don't really think it's required, personally. You've also got your experience at the top there as well, which you can see we're currently level 23. If you press space, you do that little sort of Kirk roll, which is how it's all coined, obviously. How we're doing for bones. Bottom right, we've got 98, and there's our 100. So let's go and handle that in. I might as well hit these here. By the way, I can just hit them once and wait because this axe that I've got, yeah, is like the axe of fire. So it sets things on fire, and it means that you just sort of hit them once, and then you sort of walk away, and eventually it'll burn. And there you go. It means clearing out areas are very, very easy. Like I say, it does have that sort of clicker element where you know, you're getting a certain amount of resources, then you upgrade and you're getting even more, and then, you know, you think you're making more progress, but in reality, actually what's happening is you're just getting new resources, and yeah, the economy's like that. That's what it feels like. Anyway, let's just get some cooked fish into me, and we're going to sell that poop because we don't need that. In fact, I'm going to sell them beets and also that and some random garbage here, and then I will go ahead and hand this in to him. So you did it, because he's trying to get rid of the skeletons. I only doubted you up until the end. Oh, thank you. It's your reward, and we've been given a chest, and we can't open that because we don't have a key. So we're going to create a said key. We're going to go over here, and we're going to say gold ingot, craft all. Iron ingot, craft all, and then we'll say key. We need iron and gold, which I do have, so there we go. We've got this horrible thing here, we're just going to kill that, and I'm just going to gather from these like fish. What are they called? What are they called? Fish traps, I think. Farming. Fish traps, yes, it's a fish trap. I'm going to place them like so. There we are. So there's the key that I've got. Also, this is a bank that just slowly generates money, so, you know, it's got that for going for it, which is nice. And then we will go for this, and we will get a skull key. Opens all treasure chests for free. Oh, so I don't have to create keys anymore. That is very, very useful. We can see what equipment I have from here. We've got gear, you've got accessories, and so I've got gloves and books, and we've got seals, which I currently don't have unlocked, and then artifacts as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total, and then obviously tools and weapons here. Let's go to skills, and we'll check a look at skill tree, and you can see there's all different manner of stuff. So it's split into sort of 4 tiers, really. You've got your sort of industry, foraging, magic, and economy, and that obviously splits out. So from economy, you go and get coinage, and then trading, and then commerce. I'm going to get combat, I think, which is unlock swords, because I think that's something that I need and will need in the future. There we go. We now have a sword, or rather we have the ability to create a sword. Let's see what we actually need, though. So we're going to go over to our anvil here, the forge. And we've got there a bone sword, which requires iron ingots 5 out of 8. So I need 5 of those. So let's go ahead and see if I've got any iron. I do not, so I need some more iron ore. So let's go ahead and gather some iron ore. I'm guessing later on in the game there will be automation of this sort of thing, but at the moment it's all a sort of physical task that we have to perform ourselves. So we're gonna have a look around. What I tend to do with this sword is just hit stuff twice and then just sort of walk away, because eventually it will, because it's set on fire, it will get gathered anyway. So you've got different resources, different rocks and things like that. So I'm hitting them all basically because I want all of these resources. Not so much the stone ones, because they just give us stone naturally, but we don't really care about that too much. What I do care about though is this iron, so I'm going to hit that twice. The reason I'm hitting it twice, I think I've just hit the pig by accident. Whoops. Yeah, the reason I'm hitting it twice because if you just hit the once, it leaves it on 1 health like that, which is suboptimal. Let's just go through here and oops, sorry, chicken. There we go. Move all that, pick all this up, and I should eat. Yes, we should. There's that resolved, and keep going up there. You can see it doesn't take too long to gather some resources. Although I found myself doing that sort of just one more island thing, where you think, right, I'm going to knock it off here, and then you find yourself an hour later going, I really should have left it there, shouldn't I? But obviously that'll be down to how much of an addictive personality you've had, I guess. I guess that's what some people may call this, and I really hate to use the term addictive in a positive light, which in a positive term, which I don't. But anyway, let's just remove all of these, get rid of that, and a lot of this stuff I don't actually need, but I might as well remove. You can see this here, it's got a sword and a moon, so I'm guessing, we see we can hit it and does nothing. I'm guessing if we hit it with a sword at night, it'll probably do something. I'm going to skirt through here because we might as well. This is a shrine here, and I've already done the quest for that one. If we talk to them, which we can. Oh, they've disappeared. Oh, and they've left some fairies there as well. If we talk to the fairies, are the fairies? Them things there, yeah. We will get some. We'll get some experience. There we go. We're exhausted. This is what I mean about. I'm not a big fan of the system for. I'm not a big fan of that. Stamina system. It just seems to be a bit of a roadblock, an artificial one. Perhaps maybe combat later on is going to be a bit different, but anyway, let's go through here. Fire doesn't spread, thankfully. I do need some coal. You can create coal from wood, but I'd rather just get it like that. And we'll activate the shrine. Foraging obelisk. Gain XP from gathering herbs and crops. Can only have 1 obelisk activated at one time. This is requiring a resource that I don't think I have. Hang on. What's it saying? It is needing. No, I don't have that one. Okay, it's fine. So we'll go back over here and gather that. Get rid of that. And 21 iron ingots. All the gold ingots. And the gold you can see is on the bottom left there. I'll create some leather, and we'll see what's in the fish traps. To gather resources, you just mouse over them. It doesn't matter where they are, you just mouse over them, you can get them all. There doesn't seem to be any max range on that, but in order to hit stuff, it does have to be within a certain radius around your character. You can see resources randomly just pop up or in and around. Let's say, I don't know if that changes based on what you unlock. But anyway, so sword, bone sword, we can now create one of those, and that will take quite some time. And once we've got that, we can then, if we wanted to, actually, I've not got any fish. Cooked fish, craft all, 19 cooked fish. Yeah, there we go. yeah, once you've got that, it'll give us the next tier. Speaking of the next tier, you can see we've got metal gloves here, which requires steel and nightshade. Now, nightshade's over on the left-hand side, so I know where that is. And steel is made from gold and the iron, so that's fine. And we now should have the sword. There we go. So, it deals 50% more damage to enemies, so quite useful. What is our next one? The next one is a golden sword, which requires topaz, steel, and thread. So we have most of that. But not all of it. So we're just waiting for night in order to do that quest. But let's. Do you want to go and maybe try and take that guy out in combat? I think we'll give it a go. Let's switch over to our bone sword, and we have to give him some resources here. And why can't I give him some resources? There we go. So it begins. Okay. So prepare to be destroyed. Okay. I'd rather not. Okay. So this is combat. I'm just Kirk rolling there. They seem to be. Not doing much, actually. They seem to be just hitting... Ow, ow, I'm being hit. Ow, okay, health low. I've lost the health. Ow, ow, ow. Come on. And there we go. That wasn't too bad. So we managed to defeat them, and we can open the chest straight away because... we've got that skeleton key. Nerdy glasses. XP increased by 20%. Excellent. But we've lost our top hat, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, so we're going to gather some of this resource here. Some of this... crystal. Don't know if we'll actually need it in the future. I might as well get rid of these trees while we're here as well. Trees are trees are trees. There don't seem to be any different kind of trees, although they may drop other resources as well. And there's a lot of butterflies around here. Right, so in terms of health, we are a little bit low, so we're going to get that. We're going to start selling things like the cactus and the seaweed, although I could start donating that. Over on the left-hand side here, we can see that we've got this building, which I'm going to try and get in without getting hit off the slime. You're healing up, by the way. When I'm hitting these, I have a chance to gain health back. Inventory is full. What shall I? Ow. Go away. I will eat one of those. I will sell the pepper. I will... oh, I need that ruby. I'll sell some of the berries, and actually the rest will be fine because I want to go in here. This is where we've got a museum, and the curator, I'm guessing, is trying to fill this with everything that they can. So you can go up to, say, farming, and you've got different resources that you can donate. So I can donate one of those. You've got eggs and flowers and such, so I'm guessing in foraging it'll be... will flowers be in there? Yes, it will. So we're on 43 of 50 flowers. It says once we've completed them all, we will gain a nice bonus, so that's good. So we'll put some of those in there. What else can we put in? Slime, we can probably get rid of some slime. The question is, can you take it out? No, you can't take it out. So once it's in, that's pretty much gone. And that's a jar of milk, I think? Okay. What else? Peppers, no, we don't have any of that. That'll probably do us for now. You can see I've completed one of them. That's just the stone. That was fairly easy to complete. It's stone, obviously. Not going to be putting those resources in. But what I do want to do is building, and not going to put any of that in just yet. Oh, look at that. It's like steel and electronics. Archaeology. No, I've got some, I do have an anchor, so there we go. I've got whatever that is. Alchemy, no, we've hardly got any of that. Cooking, we do have some of that. I'll put, actually, that's not in there, which is strange. And trapping, yeah, haven't got that. Okay, we'll call it there. Let's run out, because we now should hopefully have the, some resources here to gather as well. Go on, so gather that, all this is caught, and I want to see if I can get any steel. So actually we'll say gold, iron, there we are, and cooked fish, max that out. And what don't we want? Well, we don't want, there's all that gathered, we don't want in our pocket some of this seaweed, we don't want... We could sell that, but it does say material, so we'll probably need that in the future. And what I'm going to do is go and take this ruby down, because I think this ruby is the last thing we need. And I'm going to have to get rid of that, which may have been, yeah, bring the skeleton in, and we'll say that. Ruby, and there we go. That's exactly what I thought would happen. And we have found Spirit Orb. Use it to increase your stats. Okay, so that's fine. I will do just that. So, We'll click, and what have we got? We can either have permanent increase in health, permanent energy increase, permanent damage increase, or instantly level up. I'm going to go for extra health because, as you can see, we are one lower, and you're going to get hit because we can. I'm going to switch over to the bone sword, actually, and we're going to head over on the right-hand side. You can see I have bridged the islands. It's just the nature of the beast. You can farm as well. You can happily just dig up bits like that and place things. I haven't done it, I must confess. I know it's in there. I just went, no, I'll get the stuff from. I'll get it organically. I'll just go over doing a bit of foraging, you know, as the game's namesake and all of that. Let's just do this and just completely set everything on fire. And now we should be able to do this. That's exactly what I thought might happen. Again, quite intuitive. And a skeleton mask. Skeletons don't attack you anymore. That's a shame. Oh, so I've got a skeleton mask on now. So if I go here, well, we got the so we got the lot. Ah, so yes. This is our artifact list. So we've still got the top hat, which is coins are worth 50% more. We've still got that, but it's just showing us the last thing that we've put on. This is another puzzle, which I'm guessing it's something to do with the things on the right there, but I haven't yet found exactly what that's supposed to be. So anyway, let's just smash all this up, and then I think I'm actually going to create some coins anyway. There we go. Because you can create coin. And we don't really have any other... We don't really have any other purpose for the gold other than steel currently anywhere. So let's go over to here. Actually, no, it's not there. We'll say craft all that, craft all of that, and then we'll say coin, craft the lot. There we go. Let's get that hit as well. There we are. So also this to empty all of the caches. There we are. Okay, so is anything I need to do? I need to level up for a start, so we'll go up to skills. And actually, that's one thing. It does say seals down the bottom, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, seals. So let's see what those things might be. What are they? That's faith, which unlocks shrines. This is frost strike. Attacks have 50% chance to freeze enemies. Unlocks spirit crystals, potions and scrolls. I'm guessing shrines and seals. Yeah, they sort of fit together, I'm guessing. There we go. Unless, what's that? Spellbind and renewal. Okay, so let's see if we can build a shrine. So going over to build and magical, and shrine requires crystal, royal steel, and brick. Cool! Those are things that I just don't have, so that's a problem. I'm going to start selling some stuff because I just don't need a lot of these things here. We've got a lot of leather, we've got a lot of thread. I'm going to get rid of the nightshade. I'm going to get rid of the cooked meat. The reason I got cooked meat is because I hit I did hit one of the animals with well, with the flaming sword, so it generates that. Can't do that. We'll say that. That's fine. And to make the Necronomicon, which is our next book, requires royal clothing, which I don't have access to. I can create some of that though. And I think I do want to create some steel, but that requires coal, which again I am completely out on. We can create coal, however. Let's just say coal and 148. I'm actually going to right click and say half. It's control to put everything, all the resources in. It's right click to put half in, which is quite smart. Makes it quite easy to do stuff. This is our windmill. You can create flour as an animal seed and all sorts of stuff. So this one is done. I wonder what the next unlock is. So if we go over to buy land, we can have a scroll around and see that we have 3,000 on the bottom there, 4,000, 2,000. What's in this one? Oh, there's one. There's a land which you've unlocked. And okay, that's got lightning stuff going on. Right, let's have a quick explore of that thing while this is cracking on. The resources will stay there quite happily. They're not going to despawn as far as I'm aware. Looks like we can get through there fine. And we're gonna have to get across this. This might be quite difficult. I'm just gonna whack all of this. There we go. And you can see we get resource from all that. When it comes to animals, you can interact with them. So the pig currently doesn't have an interaction. I mean, you can hit it and then it creates food. And that's the semi-accurate way of saying exactly what happened there. Let's sell all this garbage that we don't need. Or rather, we've only got one of because of the stack limits. And that should do us, right? So building, farming, bridge. And I tend to do a bridge like so. And let's see exactly... Oh, that's firing a laser beam at me. Right. wonder if it's best to scoot around. Alright, so that should be that. And then... Aha! Right. I really don't want to wait to see what happens when that gets full. I'm guessing this is the way forward. There we are. Probably best to go with this. Actually, I don't know. Probably two schools of thought on that one. I either hit it with my sword and gain more damage, or I hit it with the axe and set it on fire. I'm going to go with the damage over time, because then I can run between the two, and they burn. And the advantage is that I... actually, we can probably access it from here. The advantage is that we're getting steel from it as well. Holy Relic, damage nearby skeletons and demons. Okay, that's just now told me that there's demons in the game, so... That's something. Like I say, this thing, I have no idea how to activate it. Anyway, can we expand any further? Let's go over to buy land. That's grand. That's not... yeah, I think it's probably going to be over that side then. 1,700. We should probably have a decent amount of gold back over here anyway. Speaking of gold, there's a bit there. And we see that this thing's following us around now. Good grief, I don't know if I need this amount of fish traps or whether it's actually not enough. Inventory's full once again. I would really like an increased inventory size. But anything that, like I say, with one on me, I'm just going to sell, so don't really need any of that, and we'll gather that. And we should... what are our coins? Craft some of that. More of that. And more of that. Metal gloves requires steel, leather, and nightshade. Well, I do know where nightshade is. Oh, items are restocked in the shop. This is a shop, by the way. Meat, dragon phylactery. Phylactery? It's a potion of some kind or something. And bread. I think we will care about none of that. We'll grab those, put those in, and that's good money. So we got just over a K. So we'll have that and sell those. Because I got a certain level up, normally when you right click it just deletes things, but it actually sells it in this instance, and this is really, really full. Is anything up and around here? There's like an axe thing there, isn't there? Is there an axe in the game? Ah, no, sorry, lumberjacking. Gain bonus experience when chopping down trees, only one obelisk can be acted at one at a time. Okay, well this is fine because I do need some more of this, so let's just completely clear house. And this shouldn't take too long because I need a nightshade, I need trees, and... Whoa, laser beams! Right, that's that's unfortunate for the Squellingtons. And they're getting taken out. That is... Oh, we've got farm on now, we've got farm on. There we go. Right, so we're basically a cheap paladin. Is what the deal is. This is. There we are. A lot of resources to gather, and I guess this guy would hopefully be happy that we're sorting all of these out. I mean, to be fair, his entire purpose, maybe not in life, but certainly in the game so far, was to tell us to kill more skeletons, and we've just got an achieve. We got achieves to destroy some gravestones. We'll clear around here, and that was decent. That was decent loot. I think we need 20. Was it 20? Nightshade. Now we've got 10 so far. Let's go for the 20 then. I am hungry. Yeah, well you will be after all that murderizing. Let's all sell that fish. Alright, so where are we at with all this? Need more nightshade. Can't see any more. There's one. You can see you can walk over some things, like so you can quite happily walk through little flowers and stuff like that, but trees and gravestones, a little bit more difficult to vault over. As in, you can't do it. Until maybe an upgrade later on, who knows. Seems to be that sort of game. So there's that getting melted. There we are. These have spawned over there. So any nightshade around here? There is some. Let's see, I might as well gather all of this. Might as well gather a lot of these trees anyway. Just because we're getting more experience from it. And also we're probably going to turn it into coal. Speaking of coal, there's some there. They're getting taken out quite readily, and that was not what I meant. That was a moo. That's gone. 14 nightshade. Need 20 nightshade in total. I think there's a chicken in there somewhere. Doesn't do much damage to them, does it? That thing doesn't do much damage, but it's free damage. Right, so we'll go for coal, half. We want all the gold. Oh, there's nothing we can do there. In terms of steel, we've got a little bit of steel. Glass, we've got a bit of glass. Thread, no. Leather, yes. And what else can we make? Well, in here we've got the inscription table. Necronomicon, can't do that. I really want to make a... Do you want to make some bombs? I will craft 5 of those, I think. I think that would be useful. And then again, one stuff to eat. Not a big fan of that at all. Take that and that. I think that should be about right. There we go. We got a bomb. Oh no, inventory is full. We can't. We're gonna get rid of that jelly. That's just some stuff you get from killing the jelly monsters. Gold ingot, bone. Don't need seaweed. Don't need the pumpkins. Like I say, I should really be donating this back in. I'm hoping to increase my inventory. In fact, I can increase my inventory by getting a big backpack, but that requires royal clothing, and we don't have that. There's a medium wallet, which is... We need some peppers, and I know exactly where peppers are, so let's do just that. Let's go and gather some peppers. There's also a fairy there. When you see the... you see a couple of fairies hanging around the place. The golden ones, though... You can go up and interact with, and you get resources. So you get experience off them, which is good. So here is all of our chili peppers. Not going to take too long to gather these. I needed 12 in total. So obviously, as you unlock new biomes, you'll find new not components. New reagents and such, or it could be the other way around. I mean, you could just be ahead of the research, and I mean, technically, you could probably never really leave the first island and find things that you might need. There we go. What are we full with now? All sorts of stuff. We've got a lot of stone. I'm just going to sell it all, because even though it's not worth much, we're getting loads of it anyway from just hitting these rocks. Good grief, there seems to be a lot of these around here, isn't there? And we're after chili peppers. That's our goal. And again, inventory's full. It's probably just full of some absolute garbage that we don't need. I'm gonna sell. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the amethysts and the emeralds and stuff, even though they're quite rare. I just I wanna get the money, you see. And that should be all of our chili peppers. Yeah, that's the red hot peppers. Right, so let's go back. And go there. And 4K at the moment, so that's really good. Right, so anything we can put in, that can go in there. That can go in there. And we want... Ah, darn it, I need an emerald. Okay, I'm an idiot. Can we make the gloves? Ah, we need a bit more nightshade. A bit more nightshade, we can get the gloves. A bit more nightshade, we can get the gloves. Okay, okay. So we need 6 nightshade. So there's 1. Hopefully it won't take too long. So there's 1, 2. Not seeing any yet. Still some exhaust I've just got left around the place. Wonder if I can actually pick these up. Ah, no, I can't, sadly. So gather that. Oh, should we unlock another biome while we wait? Because I'm going to need another emerald anyway. Because I was stupid and sold it. Buy land. So, 3 grand, 2 grand, 1 grand, 1 grand and 1 grand. Ooh, 2 new biomes. This is going to be interesting. Actually, can I buy an emerald? That's a good question. I don't think I can. But there's a level, which is good. I cannot, but I should be able to level up then. So skills. And what do we want? I think... Don't want jewellery. We've got sewing. Masonry, mining, hunting, cooking, agriculture, novice scrolls, treasury, artistry. There's loads of stuff. What's that? Market, sell more items. Artistry, crafted items sell for 25% more coins. That unlocks amulets and gems sell for more. Craftsmanship is unlocks royal steel and royal clothing. Oh, well, we do need that. And machinery is unlock the flower press. And there's all different ways we can go. Cooking unlocks mayo, sugar, cheese, all sorts of stuff. Agriculture, farm yield more. We're not doing any of that. Hunting gets bows, which we might need at some point. I think probably that. So we got craftsmanship. So we check that then. We can, yes, we can make royal clothing, which is rubies, emeralds, and amethyst. Okay then. So that's going to be a massive task. Right, let's have a bit of an explore on the right here then. We'll see what we can find. Just whacking all of this as we go past, because obviously I did sell a lot of stuff and I'm hoping for the ruby to drop. So we will eat some food and we will build bridges. Not walls. Right, so down here we've got an eye. So nothing I've got can do anything to that. Not that I know exactly what to do. Maybe fire an arrow into it? I'll find that out later. That's the joy of exploration and investigation. And figuring stuff out. And this looks like a temple. Or maybe it's some sort of challenge room. Let's find out. After I sneeze. Okay, here we go. So this is Ancient Tomb. Okay. What am I supposed to do with this? This is interesting. Maybe do I put it on that? Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. Yes, it's Portal, and that seemed to be a baddie of some kind. Okay, we're going full Binding of Isaac now. Right, I think a sword is in order. And, no, we're just noping out of that job entirely. And, oh, here's another one. Right, so I'm guessing we need to do something with this. What's that? That's new. Oh my good grief. Aha, right, so when that goes past, it's lighting that up. Got you. We managed to get it across, right. I honestly didn't expect to find this in here. So we want to push it there. And there we go. And how on earth? And I'm so I need to open that one as well. But as soon as I pull that off there, it's gonna stop, right? Ah, but no, but you don't have to put it on the on those. It can be on those if it wants to. We need to go up. No, it does have to be on those. Okay. And why do every now and again we hear a noise that sounds like the Discord alert? That one. I'm sure it is. Okay. This is going to require a bit of thought instead of just hitting it with an axe. Yeah, so that does that. Wonder what happens if you hit this. I don't know, but we'll go up here. And even more. Great. But we do have chests. Ooh. Gems. Right, okay. Well, we'll get rid of the flour. We'll get rid of... What have we got loads of? Don't need fish. Don't need jelly. Don't need beetroot. That's a cinder bloom. I mean, we probably do need it, but there you go. And there's some money. And there's not much going on in here, so we're going to... Ah, there we go. At least I figured out exactly what happens. You don't die, which is always good to know. So we need to get in there somehow, but I think our time in here has been productive, and I really don't want to spend much more time. I wonder if I can bring that cube through. Is that what it'll be? Is that what I need to do? Is that what I need to do? Possibility. Just bat it through. Let's see, I don't know if you can take it through rooms. You can take it through rooms. Okay. Well, maybe this is what we're supposed to do. Oh, that's one of those. And, ow, it hits you for some damage. Not enough, though. Right. So that's that room. And even more. Which, if we bring it down to here, we'll open this door and then we get to that. But I'm not going to do that because that's going to take quite some time and we'll be running around and exploring forever. That's been a short look at Forager. It's different. I'll give it that. It's different, and it is engaging. I've, like I say, spent probably now 4 hours on the game. It's full of many ideas, and it seems to work. Seems to hit it. Seems to hit the mark. I'm wanting to play more. I'm not wanting to stop. I want to keep going and explore different things and find that out. It's fun. I don't know really what else to say about that. It's fun. It does have that, like I say, that sort of clicker element to it. The fact of like, you know, you're making more progress. Or at least you might think you're making more progress than you actually are. And I have found myself going, oh well, I'll just get up to this next bit, and then go, well, now that I've got this bit, that other bit there's just in sight, so we can probably do that. And then, yeah, it's end up spending a bit of time on there. So I'm going to go for the, I really want royal clothing, and then I'd be able to get the big backpack. What do I go for? No, okay, I'm stopping there. Right, that's Forager. Links in the description if you want to check it out yourself. I would advise you not to, because you'll probably spend most of your time on it, and you might as well install everything else on Steam. No, I jest. Yeah, I don't know what the end game is, if it is there at all, what sort of automation there is later on, what characters. Let's say this is just sort of first impressions, but first impressions are good. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to be playing more. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.